Kabila la Kikuyu ama niseme jamii ya Wakikuyu na pamoja na jamii ya Meru ni moja kati ya jamii ambazo ni jamii nambari moja na jamii zilizo na watu wengi zaidi katika Jamhuri ya Kenya. Kabila la Kikuyu linaaminika kuweza kuwa kabila ambalo limepata kuongoza nchi ya Kenya kwa muda mrefu na kuweza kuwatoa marais watatu. Ila chimbuko la kabila la Kikuyu linasalia kuwa minong'ono tu. Leo tunaangazia chimbuko la kabila la Kikuyu katika kipindi chetu cha The Drums of History na uhusiano kati ya kabila la Kikuyu na nchi ya Israeli ama wana wa Israeli kutokea katika kitabu takatifu cha Biblia. Kulingana na mengi ambayo yameandikwa katika vitabu vya historia, inasemekana kabila la Kikuyu liliweza kutokea kule katika Congo Forest wakati the Bantu communities ama niseme Wabantu walikuwa wakihamia katika Jamhuri ya Kenya. Leo tunaangazia the story of the Kikuyu community at large. Mtaniruhusu nitumie lugha ya King'eng'e kwa hili. Now, it is believed and due to the research and proven existence that the Kikuyu community might be and is one of the lost 10 tribes of Israel that migrated to Kenya from Axum in Ethiopia. The comparison of Kikuyus to the Jewish may sound like a mere joke. However, a closer look into the migratory myths of the Kikuyu to their current location may actually confound many. History has it that the Kikuyus, like other Bantus groups, migrated from the West Africa. However, the history is not very clear how the Kikuyu people eventually settled on the area around Mount Kenya. More so, history has it. Now, I mean, more so. However, now let's get back to the story in full. More so, history suggests that the Kikuyus followed the same migratory route that other Bantu groups followed. That is, along the Great Lakes via Mount Kilimanjaro down to the coast. That route does not make sense of how actually Kikuyus eventually settled on the foot of Mount Kenya. However, some Kikuyus migratory tales are, as narrated by the earlier generation, seems to indicate that Kikuyus may actually have migrated to their current location from a place called Axum in Ethiopia. Yeah, it is believed due to the people and older tales from the older generation that the Kikuyu community might have migrated from a place called Axum in Ethiopia. It is said that after the breakup of Axum, the Kikuyus together with the Meru people migrated southwards together with the covenant and hid it on Mount Kenya. That is why they normally regarded Mount Kenya as a seat for their god Mombi. Now, it is well known fact that the ancient Axum Empire was occupied by a group of communities which had blood relationship with Jews through the famous Queen Sheba. More so, the southward migration from Axum to the eventual current settlement at the foot of Mount Kenya appears to make more sense than the west, south ones and the north ones kind of movement. Kikuyus thirst for business and investment is not only restricted to the Kenyan borders. Their business acumen stretches across the world, including far-flung places such as USA, South Africa, United Kingdom, etc. Kikuyus have no raw desire for power. The only reason why they wish to control political happenings is to ensure that the entrepreneur spirit in them is not dampened by careless and unfavorable policies or poor governance. Now, ukisikiza vizuri, we have brought to you history in regards to the Kikuyu. Now, history, the predominant oral tradition concerning also the Meru's early history is fantastic fable that seems to combine elements of both truth and fiction and has close parallel to the Jewish mythology. Taken as a whole, the Meru have one of the most detailed and potential confusing oral histories and mythology of any people in Kenya. It is also one of the most deeply intriguing, at least from a West point of view, as it contains extremely strong biblical similarities that suggest to some that they may once have been one of the lost tribes of Israel, and to others that they were once Jewish, in the same way that the Falashim of Ethiopia remain Jewish to the present day. This history includes a good part of both Old Testament and New Testament stories. A baby in a basket of reeds who became a leader and a prophet, the massacre of newborn babies by an evil king, and Exodus, the parting and crossing of the waters by an entire nation, Aaron's rod in the form of a magic spear or staff, the leadership figure comparable to Moses' references to ancient Egypt, Misri, and so on in brief. It recounts that the Meru were once enslaved by the red people. They eventually escaped and in the Exodus came across a large body of water called Boa or Boa, which they crossed by magical means. The details of the tradition are replete with parallels to the Old Testament and also contain references to events described in the New Testament. This has led many to speculate that the Meru people are perhaps the descendants of one of the lost tribes of Israel, or that they were once Jewish or had been in profound cultural contact with a people that certainly was such as the Falashim of Ethiopia. And that's why when you relate the story of Ethiopia, when you relate the story of Kikuyu and that of Meru, they seem to have very, very, very intriguing commonalities. The reason I'm saying this is because even when to the Meru people and the Kikuyu people have a very relatable language. The Kikuyu can listen and hear what the Meru people say, and also the Meru people can hear the Kikuyu language fluently. Now, the reason I'm saying and bringing up this is because in regards to these two tribes coming and being the descendants of the great Jewish people, there is a certain amount of truth in it. It is believed that the Kikuyu hid the covenant they came with from Ethiopia during the breakup of the Axum kingdom. They hid their covenant under the Mount Kenya. Now, after hiding the covenant in the Mount Kenya, they confounded a certain story to make sure that people do not go ahead to steal their covenant or to steal the God's covenant. So what they did is they made the story that God sits in the Mount Kenya. Mombi from Mount Kenya or Kirinyaga, God of Kirinyaga created Kikuyu and he gave Kikuyu Mombi the wife. And through them, there was born the tribe of Kikuyu with their the 10 sub clans. Are they 10 or 7 or something? Yeah, that's what's up in regards to today's story. Go ahead and subscribe. Remember, this is the Drums of History. Call me FK Munda.